Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Wekiva High School welcomes you virtually to a special event as we celebrate and honor the senior class of 2020. This is the first of several virtual senior night presentations we'll be compiling for our spring sports, which, due to unprecedented circumstances, had their seasons cut short. And tonight, we feature our water polo teams. While we share our athletes' disappointment that we weren't able to finish their seasons or honor them in person at this time, we nevertheless want to recognize them as they conclude their final seasons as Wekiva Mustangs. We also want to point out that all of this year's water polo seniors are from our ladies team. We did not forget about the men, but they'll be represented in next year's senior class. And so, along with their underclassmen teammates, their coaches, and our administration team, we invite you now to join us in congratulating your Wekiva High School senior class of 2020. Our first Mustang water polo senior is team manager Chanel White. In addition to managing water polo this year, Chanel was on the swim team for 3 years and played tennis for 1 year. She has received the Martin Luther King Jr. Humanitarian Award and was named to the top 5% of the class of 2020. After graduating, she plans to attend Ohio State University or the University of Florida to major in psychology, and then perhaps go on to pursue a PhD or law degree. Then she plans to pursue a career as a psychologist or lawyer. Chanel would like to thank Coach Williams for being there for the team this year. Swimming and water polo wouldn't have been possible without him. And now, please welcome Coach Williams for his remarks.
Chanel, I coached you in swimming, and you were a joy to coach because you left nothing on the table. You gave it all you had. And so when you made the decision to come over and be a part of the water polo team as a manager, I knew you had bought into this family culture that we had been promoting. And I was delighted that you decided to join us as a manager. You took so much of the burdens off of me, coming in practice after practice, coming in and taking roll, just being a part of the family unit and making sure everything ran perfect. I couldn't have done it any better myself, and it was a joy to have you there to make sure everything got done, because that's what you did. I mean, you did the scoring, made sure all the equipment was in working order during our games and practices and so forth. You took a lot off me. You're smart, devoted, caring, highly driven. You're already successful.
Our next Mustang water polo senior is center, flat, and winger number 21, Autumn Reisinger. Autumn has played water polo for 2 years here at Wekiva. She is also a 3-year member of the Future Farmers of America, where she has served as treasurer and secretary, and a member of the National Honor Society and Spanish National Honor Society. She participated in the swim team earlier this year and has performed in 2 musicals, 1 play, and 2 district competitions as part of the Wekiva Theater program. Autumn is also a Mustang Scholar named to the top 5% of the class of 2020. After graduation, Autumn plans to attend Valencia State College or Rasmussen College to pursue nursing degrees, first an associate's, then a bachelor's, and finally a master's, and then go on to a career as a physician's assistant. And now, let's welcome back Coach Williams.
Second leading scorer on the team with 20 goals this year. Autumn, I coached you in swimming this year, and I had a plan for you, and I told you that. That was a reason for me choosing you to swim in the 500 in preparation for this senior year, and it paid off. You were a very strong asset to our offensive attack and very unselfish. You devoted yourself to your team. You have a very special caring quality about yourself that will carry you forward your entire life. People will appreciate you for it, and just as much as I do. The whole team appreciates you for it. The dedication that you placed in being a part of this team. I know you had a lot on your table, and it takes a special type of leadership to move at the pace and still be devoted to your team. And I did recognize that, and I appreciate you for it. if I had to tally up today in terms of who would be co-MVP, it's going to be you. We will miss you, and we all love you for being a part of our water polo family. And you make sure and come back and let us know how you're doing.
Our next Mustang water polo senior is point defender number 16, Itis Sicario. Itzy has played water polo here at Wekiva for 3 years. She is also a 3-year member of the swim team and a 2-year soccer player. After graduation, Itzy plans to attend Valencia State College and then direct connects to the University of Central Florida to study medical science and go on to a career as an anesthesiologist. Itzy would like to thank Coach Williams for helping her and her team to become the 2nd seed in the district. Even if the season was cut short, we couldn't have done it without you. Also, she would like to thank her team for pushing through the season even when lots of them were new, and she hopes they stick to it so they can succeed and grow in future seasons. Once again, here's Coach Williams.
Itzy, you were the 3rd leading scorer on the girls' team. Itzy's my captain. She was my captain on the swim team, and she had great leadership qualities that I felt needed to be carried over to the water polo team. Itzy, 3-sport athlete. You balanced your time between swimming, soccer, and water polo, and especially the soccer and water polo because they were going on at the same time. Itzy, I saw the desire that you have to win, and you helped your team get there. You were a fierce defender, and when I demanded that you switch and play offense, you gave me that look that you always give me sometime when you're like, questioning what I'm doing. But gave me a little short argument, and on your position with the decision I was making, but you made that move, and you gave yourself an opportunity to score. I can remember when I fussed at you for shooting the ball when you should have passed the ball, and it just kind of pulled at my coaching heartstring when you turned to me and said, "Coach, I just wanted to score." And at that point, no one wanted you to score on the team more than I did, and it had to be that night. And I think you did score that night. So because you worked so hard as a defender, and we appreciated the devotion you put into the game just wouldn't have been the same without you being there, and I'm so glad that you were part of us. If I had to tally up today, you would be considered the most valuable defender. So we will miss you. We love you for being a part of our water polo family, and you make sure and come back and let us know how you're doing in the future. You got big things going on for you.
Next in the class of 2020, we have center, flat, point, and winger number 13, Jasmine Santiago. Jasmine has played water polo all 4 years of her Mustang career, and she's also swam the 50 freestyle, 100 freestyle, 100 butterfly, and 200 free relay for the past 3 years. She's also a 4-year member of Future Farmers of America, where she has served in the Office of Reporter. Jasmine also played a year of soccer during her tenure here at Wekiva. She was named the Athlete of the Month in March for her incredible scoring run of 77 goals, even with the shortened season. After graduation, Jasmine plans to attend Valencia State College and then the University of Central Florida to pursue a doctorate and a career as a physician's assistant. Jasmine says, "My senior year was rough, but there's not one bit I regret. I'm kind of sad that it's over, and I want to thank everyone who supported me along the way. This sport is one of the main things I'm going to miss about my high school experience. Coach, thank you for all you have done, and if there's one piece of advice I could give to the underclassmen, it would be to keep pushing forward and don't ever feel discouraged. Sincerely, a high school graduate of the 2020 COVID-19 pandemic." And now, once more, we turn to Coach Williams for his remarks to Jasmine.
Jasmine leads both teams, both boys and girls teams, in goals this year. 77 goals on the year. I predicted you would have this type of year. I kind of figured you would probably be in the 90s if we got a chance to finish the season. And that would put you at about the top 2% scores of players that I have coached. 77 goals, and we did not finish the season, and that was just amazing. It makes it amazing that your training with my club was 3 years ago, but it was intense. And you're easy to coach. You listen to directions. You followed my lead. You learned how to be a leader and applied those skills that we talked about. You're very driven and will be very successful in the things that you want to do in life. Jasmine, our family and your family have known each other for many years now, with you growing up with my daughter Maya. And I found it easy to coach you because you were like a second daughter to me. Much easier than my biological. I just cannot say enough about you. It's just, I'm going to use this example for years to come. You know how sometimes I take players and I use them as an example, you know, the accomplishments that they've made with me. And the fact that you trained 3 years ago and you still remember these things is just amazing. You worked very hard to put yourself in that position. I always told you, you're going to be a threat for defenders, and they're going to have to watch out for you. You were a captain with the swim team, and it was just a perfect fit to bring you over to be a captain on the water polo team. You've grown up so much in these few years, and I'm proud to have been a part of that growing process, not just in the sport, but just in life. If I had to tally up today, I think it's inevitable that you are the MVP for the girls team this year. Very proud of you. And to the best of my knowledge, you probably have the third most goals in the history of girls water polo. I'm going to check on that, but I'm almost positive. But we'll find out. We will miss you, and we all love you for being a part of our water polo family. I look forward to seeing you doing great things in life.
And last but not least, our final Mustang water polo senior is flat end winger number 18, Maya Williams. Maya has played water polo for Wekiva for 2 years and has also participated in the Hounds Water Polo Club team. She is a 2-year competitive cheerleader for the Mustangs and has done Spirit Cheer for 3 years, where she currently serves as the captain. A multi-sport athlete, Maya has also played flag football for 2 years, danced for 7 years, and participated in all-star and recreational cheer for many years. After graduation, Maya plans to attend the University of Central Florida or Bethune-Cookman University to major in forensic science and minor in dance or foreign language. Then she plans to go on to pursue a career in forensic anthropology. Maya would like to thank her team for pushing her when she was dying in the water after not playing or conditioning for 3 years. Maya says, "I would also like to thank my coach for yelling at me and me not understanding a word he said." And now, one last time, Coach Williams is back for final remarks to Maya.
My heartstring, sometimes my heart burns, but I love you. I have known all your life that you're going to be a leader for some corporation somewhere. You're destined to do this. You trained with your brother over the summers in my club, and so I was waiting to see if you're going to play. That's why every year I ask you, are you going to play? You're going to play? I know you're doing the cheerleading. I know you're doing your dancing, the competitive cheerleading. And so I just wanted to coach you, you know, as your father. And so the last 4 games came out when I asked you. So your senior year, you answered the call and you came out. And because you're very competitive and an accomplished athlete, accomplished cheerleader, this worked perfectly. And the work that you put in 3 years ago, 4 years ago, it showed up. You jumped in the water and it was like clockwork, and it was fun to see. It was me waiting patiently to see you come out and play, so it was fun. You were able to very skillfully defend. You never quit. You were tired at times, but you kept going, and you really helped the team out. I wish I had more days, more games with all of you to see you guys play. You know, it's a shame that it was cut so short. The work that you put into your senior year deserves recognition, and I tip my hat off to you. And I can't wait to see more of the things that you do as a young lady. Keep that fire, keep up that never give up, never surrender style of play, that headstrong. It's okay. You got it. And with the same intensity in life that you did in your cheerleading, in your water polo, in your dance, in the competitive cheerleading, you're going to go far. So you know I love you, and we all love you for being a part of our water polo family your senior year, even though it's the last 4 games. I appreciate you. So I want to give a special thank you also to the Steegers and the Petersons, Todd, Tiffany, and Susan Peterson, for their support and their devotion to our Wekiva swimming and water polo family. The countless hours that they have put in to helping us get to the very best that we can be is just, it's unquestionable. Okay. I'm hoping that we can finish our season. We'll see. But until then, I want you seniors to celebrate, and we just want to make sure that you guys know that we care for you, and you did a great job this year, and we appreciate you. Take care.
Ladies and gentlemen, whether we are gathered in person or watching from a distance, we extend our sincere thanks to these young ladies for their contribution to the legacy of our Mustang athletic programs. We wish them nothing but success in all of their future endeavors. Please join me one more time on behalf of Mrs. Erickson, Coach Biaggi, Coach Williams, and our entire Mustang athletic family in congratulating your Wekiva Water Polo senior class of 2020.